We're back. Horror While Black. Welcome back, you guys. We have, I guess, kind of a special video for you, a special movie for you this time. I'm Amani.
I'm Anthony.
We are Horror While Black. You heard me say it. So if you saw the title, then you're here for a reason, or maybe you're just curious.
Or you are just here because you already know what time it is, all right? Nostalgia is in the air because it is Halloween season. So what we do, we go back and watch our favorite movies and television shows or Halloween specials.
Let me tell you, when he says our favorite, this is the one. This is all I hear about. So we watched it.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about probably the greatest Scooby-Doo movie ever made, okay? We are talking about Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, okay?
Now, let me just give you guys some rundown, some facts about it in case you haven't seen it. This is from 1998.
Okay.
Where were you or were you born yet, okay?
Yeah.
This is considered Mystery Family, okay? And it is an hour and 18 minutes. It is very hard to watch, we're not gonna lie.
Not for you.
No, I mean, it's not on streaming services, except
yeah, you're right.
Boomerang. If you got Boomerang,
listen,
you
if
can
you
watch
got,
this.
it's pretty much, well, we watched it on Direct TV on demand, so.
Direct stream.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes,
right?
it is on demand, but if you don't have that, this one's a little hard to find unless you have Boomerang, or unless you're willing to pay $2.99 on YouTube.
Hey, it's whatever.
So, hey, but let me tell you guys, I'll just jump right in real quick. This is not your mama Scooby-Doo movie, okay? All the old ones from the 60s, this ain't it.
Nah, this ain't it at all. And let me just paint a scenario for you, okay? The picture, as you will, okay? Because not only is it not your mama's Scooby-Doo, okay? This Scooby-Doo was different because if you remember, okay? If you of age of us, okay? Cartoon Network hyped this movie up, okay? Cartoon Theater, okay? Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. It came on Halloween night, 1990. I will never forget it. Halloween night. It came on because you know what? I Know What You Did Last Summer came on the same night on HBO. So that's how I know. I remember this Halloween perfectly, okay? And then also the promo, okay? They were hyping this up. They were basically going down the whole rabbit hole of they saw this many cases, this many people, but they ain't never had a mystery like this. And it just gave you that feel like, oh no, this is different. And it kept on expressing like, oh, this time the monsters are real.
This time, the monsters are real.
Like, okay, so they really going there. Let me tell you something, okay? As a person that watched this numerous times, okay? Like, I don't know how many times I'm gonna watch this, but this is one that's up there for me, okay? The trailers don't even do it justice because once we get into this movie, we are just off to the races, okay? Because, I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, it's over like, what, 20-some years old now at this point, so.
30.
30?
Almost.
Almost 30, so that's what I'm saying, like 20-something. But anyway, the first half of the movie, you get your vintage Scooby-Doo, okay? But then after that, we jumping straight into Zombie Island territory, and man, some stuff in here that I'm like, I told her, like, wow, they got away with a lot of stuff. If I was a kid, which I was, watching this, terrified a little bit, okay? A little bit scared because everything in here was kind of like, that's out of left field, or they ain't never did that in the Scooby-Doo realm, so it was kind of different. It was definitely, we was in uncharted waters.
And I think for this one, I mean, I was actually a really big Scooby-Doo fan, like, for most of my childhood.
I think we all are.
But I don't really remember this one. It's not to say that I'm sure I maybe saw this one, but this one didn't stand out enough like it did for him. So I kind of felt like...
sheltered.
No, I wasn't sheltered, but I just don't remember this one. So seeing it as an adult, I was
cable?
Yes. Seeing this as an adult, it was
Cartoon
like,
Network?
come on. It was interesting because I was like, wow, this, the Scooby-Doo, the classic vintage Scooby-Doo is very silly. Lots of like the physical comedy, people are falling, slipping, like the songs where they're being chased by the person, and it's just like fun. This one was a little bit darker. I even remember the old Scooby-Doo had like audience laughter sometimes.
Yeah, gag reel.
Yeah, this one was not like that.
No,
like this one was
there's
darker.
nothing funny about it. Okay?
This one's more serious. This one is more like realistic, as in like if they wanted to put some fear in you, just a taste. It didn't want to like ruin your childhood, but it was just a little bit different this time, and it was a fun watch. It had some twists in there, and this one's good.
Speaking of songs, you already know if you've seen this movie, 2 songs that stand out the most, okay? What? The song It's Fake. Doom, doom, you know what the hell I'm talking about. But that's just a precursor because the one everyone remember, okay? Terror Time, Lord, okay?
'Cause it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again. Oh, you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time.
It's just, when you hear that's just like the climax, them getting chased by the zombies, come to find out, they real as hell, okay? Yeah. I'm talking about the scene where Fred is just so, that's another thing that's beautiful about this movie, is that they were so nonchalant. They were just like, oh, it's probably some magnets, or it's just someone is, and it's just this and that. They try to psych themselves out. But when it came down to the real fear, they didn't know how to handle it. They was like, oh, this is real. So
because they're used to this, somebody under the mask and somebody that put it all together. But this time,
oh man,
that was not the case.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
What else was wild? Velma was kind of wild too. She was very disrespectful, especially
Velma was aggressive.
Like that's how you know she ain't getting none. But she was just like, you're a victim. And if you know the gardener, he was like, hey, why you so aggressive?
No, she said you're
he's like, why you think I'm a suspect? Because you are.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
she was very bold in this one.
And then the fact that he saved her from the quicksand, and she was like,
just
oh
like,
man, but you're still a suspect. Yeah. Like, yo, that's wild. But no, man, it's just not only they getting chased by zombies, I mean the freaking ending. If that didn't get your blood going or you're scared, the plot twist of it all at the end, my gosh, that's why I'm like, this was a very dark Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
okay?
Because it wasn't just like, oh, somebody in a silly old well done costume. Like this was a real down south bayou voodoo type thing. Like this was real for Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, this was real. And on top of that, the fact that it was like it was murder. Murder was involved in Scooby-Doo. Like, damn, they got murder in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
This was deep, y'all.
They didn't just like want the jewels.
Nah.
Or, oh, I just wanted to get back at so and so. Like this was about immortality.
You know what they wanted? Not only that, but this was just good old fashioned revenge. Where's that from?
I don't know.
Scream 2. Anyway, yes. So I know we got the other ones. We got the alien, Scooby and Alien Invaders. I think that's what it's called. The Witch's Ghost, of course, probably the close second one. And then the Cyber Chase. But always, numero uno will forever be Scooby-Doo on Zyder Island. Okay, listen. I'm done talking about it. All right,
it's really good. You guys.
It's a really good.
Go see
Check it out. If you got little ones, it can be a little bit scary for them.
I would say like 7 and up.
Yeah, 7 and up for sure.
Like the Scooby-Doo.
Because it's like that. I'm not even just over exaggerating this at this point, but
we
still
try
it's
not to
fun.
give spoilers because like this is the time.
I mean,
like,
I should have spoiled it, but I
No,
still want people
because-
to go and watch this to see what the hell are these two talking about.
so whether you got $2.99 for the YouTube, or you have Boomerang, or you have Direct TV like on demand, or somewhere maybe a cable.
Right, maybe on demand on others.
Yeah,
but I'm just
check
saying.
it out and see Scooby-Doo on Zon.
Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Get it together, please. Thanks.
But yeah, you guys, that was it. We just short and sweet. We wanted to talk about something nostalgic, something fun, something from our childhood. We don't know how old or young you are, but go watch it and then let us know what you think, because this movie is kind of for everyone.
Yeah, okay. We're not rating it because you should already know it's a classic, okay? Because at the end of the day, remember, it's terror time.
Yeah.
That's all I got.